Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome into another LEGO Artist Showcase. And today's is super special because this person has been in the LEGO community for longer than I have, and I just, I used to talk to them and pester them about, hey, do you know if there's some more Doctor Who sets coming out? And like, I was just, I was really just annoying, I think, back then to this person, as well as to Justin, prior to me actually starting and making my own art and everything. But anyways, I did talk to him back then, but I think over the past year, like, we've become pretty good friends, and we send each other our work and different things to get suggestions or input, and he has helped infinitely on a lot of the CMF series and CMF drafts that you see on my channel, as well as Just You Good's channel. Like, the LEGO eyes that I have on my minifigures are literally thanks to his input and help with designing all that. Anyways, his name is, of course, CM4Sci. You've probably heard me mention him a bunch on the channel. But anyways, he's just such a good friend and such an incredible artist. And please, I really recommend checking him out. I will link everything at the end here. There's going to be some teasers for some of the project that he is actually working on right now. You're going to get to see some exclusive stuff that he hasn't yet posted. But please, guys, stick around because there's so much that I want to go through. And I guarantee you have not seen it all because he has done so much. But without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's kick things off. Now, if you do follow him on Instagram, you'll know that a lot of what he posts there is BrickHeadz, and I really strongly stand by this, but I think that he is one of the best BrickHeadz creators out there. Some of the stuff that he's making is just incredible. I'm just going to put a couple of them on the screen now while I'm going through this and just talking about it, and it is absolutely phenomenal. Like, it is crazy. He actually started making these before there was the actual full line of sets. I believe that it was after the SDCC exclusive superhero sets that he went ahead and he just went crazy. Like, he just loved the art style and everything, and he just started building these all. And I just picked a few of the highlights that I went through on his Flickr and Instagram, and I just knew that I wanted to grab some of these because they're so amazing. And this is always my suggestion to other YouTubers and content creators, is that if you're going to be making content, one of the ways that you can grow is actually posting things while they're happening. In his case, specifically, he's posting these BrickHeadz of characters like the Joker from the Joker movie, The Weekend or Week or whatever. So there's a lot of hype going around with the movie, and then also his BrickHeadz will get some attention as well. But now I'm sure that a lot of you probably, if you're kind of an older viewer and you remember him back in the days of Eurobricks, he was actually a LEGO informant, I guess. He would give us, the LEGO community on Eurobricks, some teases and some info about the sets that were coming out later that year. He was a LEGO leaker, okay? And it was really interesting, and during all this, he actually had some ideas projects up on LEGO Ideas. Now, it's really fascinating. There's three that I want to talk about. He has actually done more than 3 ideas projects, but none of them are currently live because of this. So I think that a lot of people actually remember him as the LEGO Roblox Ideas guy, especially because for the longest time, his actual icon was this character from Roblox that he created. And anyways, so Roblox had this contest a while back to actually create a set, and then they would decide the best one, and then they would upload it to LEGO Ideas. They didn't wind up doing this, and then Sci wound up doing it himself, and he wound up actually putting it up on himself, and it got around 7,000 supporters. And then all of a sudden, months after he stopped leaking things, LEGO actually went and removed the project and removed his LEGO Ideas account, so he can no longer support ideas, he can no longer pitch ideas. All of that is gone, and all of the 7,000 supporters on this amazing project was gone, just like that. And he appealed, and nothing really ever happened to it. And it's just pretty sad to me that that happened, and especially after he did stop leaking. Like, it was just kind of out of nowhere. And I really remember it being this big thing, and it made me sad back then and hearing all this. But he also had 2 other projects that I want to quickly talk about, which were declined for whatever reason, which now looking back, it really does not make any sense to me. But anyways, the first one that I actually really remember him making, and I remember it when it actually got declined and getting to see it for the first time. It was a Parks and Recreation project, and it just looked phenomenal. It was the Pawnee office that they all worked in, and the figures looked amazing. The actual build of the office was so cool. and then they said that it was declined for it being inappropriate. And if you go, I know I've talked about this before, but on Lego Ideas, if you go and you submit a project, it actually tells you if the IP is can be submitted or not with this new feature that they implemented, and you still can't submit it, which to me makes absolutely no sense. I think that it's on the same level of inappropriateness as The Big Bang Theory or Friends that just got recently made into a set, but not just that, I think of all of the other licenses that they're actually allowed to submit onto Lego Ideas. Specifically, The Office is literally made by the same creators. It's a mockumentary. It's like there's just so many similarities that I just think that it's so crazy to me that they can't allow Parks and Rec to be up there. Another one I just want to quickly show you is the Team Fortress 2. To me, in my mind, it's such a cartoony game that it's literally almost so similar to Overwatch that it's crazy that they allow that, but not TF2. So I don't know. I mean, again, the TF2 was rejected a long time ago before Overwatch was actually made. But just quickly, while we're on the topic of Roblox, not only is CM4Sci an amazing Lego artist and set builder, which we're going to get to in a second, but he actually, as a job, designs these characters and these heroes and villains designs for Roblox, a actual game on there called the Heroes of Robloxia. Maybe you've played it if you play Roblox, but they actually made some of his characters into toys. And like this is a job for him, and not only that, but they actually wound up making his character, like the one that he had in his icon for the longest time, actually into a toy. So how crazy is that he designed this stuff and then he was actually able to go out and get a physical toy of himself? Like that just must be one of the strangest feelings. But now we're going to talk about what I think a lot of you probably be confused if it actually is real or not, but he makes some of the best, maybe the best set mock-ups I have ever seen before. It is just absolutely phenomenal. The detail, the stickers, the minifigures, like everything about this, the box art, it is just absolutely crazy. One of the earlier ones that he of course made was some Star Wars ones. He also made this incredible Mustafar one. Like it is just absolutely, like, how have we not gotten this? This is better than anything that Lego has ever made for anything based on Mustafar. Like it is so cool. Go check out on his Flickr, like all of these amazing pictures. I just want to show you one of the features, which to me is just so cool. Like he even adds the arrows and everything, but when Anakin and Obi-Wan are doing the force push thing and then it just like makes them blast back, like he's added that play feature. He's added play features and he's rendered them all and he's added all these arrows and it's just so awesome. And it actually got to the point where people thought that his sets were so real, especially with some of the Star Wars ones, that he actually had to start putting these watermarks on them saying it's not a real set. And specifically with the Millennium Falcon, he actually made a render of a UCS Millennium Falcon and posted it, and people started using it in conjunction with the rumor that the UCS Millennium Falcon was going to come out, and the sites were actually getting emails from Lego telling them to take it down because they thought it was a leak. Like that's how realistic his mock-ups were getting, that people genuinely at Lego even believed that he was actually leaking the stuff. The way that he just makes the box art, it is so realistic. And just absolutely phenomenal. Like he really needs to be hired by Lego because this is just some of the most incredible stuff that I've ever seen. Now this next set is just, it's crazy how like Lego's looks so similar. It's crazy that he has the same sort of mindset to be able to create something like this, and then months and months later Lego actually releases one that looks super similar to this. But anyways, he made a Snoke's throne room set, and it is just so much better than Lego's in my opinion. It looks so fantastic. I absolutely love it all. But I think that my favorite thing about this, not only does it look better, and it's just, I don't know, it just looks more cleaner, but the best part is that you can actually pop Snoke off his throne and cut him in half. Like it's just such a funny play feature that he made. Oh my goodness, it's so great. I absolutely love it. And some of the Avengers ones that he's been doing recently, it is just absolutely phenomenal with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he did a few Avengers ones from the first movie, which is my favorite one of all time. It is just so cool how he just took the box art from the Avengers Tower promotion and actually made it into these different box sizes. Like, it is just, it's so amazing looking. I think it is just, it's so incredible. And he actually partnered with another amazing Lego artist on Instagram, like Odin. He actually was the person who designed Ryan or M&R Productions Sig figure. Yeah, so he actually partnered with him to make the designs for the Leviathan build here, which is just so incredible. But lastly, I know that I've been talking a lot here, but I'm going to wrap things up and just say that please go check him out because he's absolutely so amazing. And he has two projects that he's working on right now. One specifically about one of his favorite movies recently, and it is, of course, the Joker movie, which is now his icon on his Instagram. And he has actually built Franklin Murray's whole stage, his whole setup, like recreating that. I think that's probably the biggest scene from that movie and the most talked about. And it is absolutely phenomenal what he's doing there. It looks so great in Lego form, and he's just hitting it out of the park with it. And he is also designing a Stranger Things Season 3 Starcourt Mall set. So whenever that's done, and whenever these two projects are done, please go over, just follow him so that you don't miss when he's done, because he's going to make some beautiful box art. He's not done. These are just some of the teases for it, and he just has so much more work to do on it. He's such a perfectionist, and he really deserves a lot more support. And I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I actually in here put a tease for next week's artists, so I'm really excited to talk about them. But I hope that you did enjoy this video, and I hope that you're enjoying this series, and I will see you all in the next one.